ladies and gentlemen, you see what I do for this site? It's Sam Humphries and Sheldon Lee.
Yeah!
Thank you, Matt Todd.
You had the hell of a dance. That looked good. That looked good. You're good. Don't worry about it.
Everybody, Sheldon here at WonderCon in Anaheim with the most talented guy I know, Sam Humphries. Most talented guy I know.
I'm blushing.
Blush more. You're more talented than that.
Maybe CGI. You could do some CGI blushing for me, so I can blush more.
We're at the Archaea booth, and we want to talk about Fraggle Rock, of course.
And my first published work.
You can go get his first. You can see the beginnings of greatness.
Still in print. Still in print. It's the first all-new Fraggle Rock stories in over a decade, like maybe even 2 decades.
Okay.
In comic book form, it's a great book, awesome book, great lineup of creators. It's an anthology, so you get everybody's different interpretations of Fraggle Rock. It's awesome.
Is Uncle Traveling Matt in there?
Oh, of course he is.
Awesome.
Wouldn't be a Fraggle Rock book without Matt. Come on.
I know. I love Matt.
Yeah.
Not only do you do this great book, but you also have your own great book, and it is called Sacrifice.
Yes. Yeah.
And tell them a little bit about it, because it's got some. It's crazy storyline. If you love it, it's out there. But man, it's awesome.
It's a little out there. Sacrifice is about a guy from contemporary guy from the modern era accidentally goes back in time to the height of the Aztec Empire. He has to figure out how he's going to survive.
But you mix music in there. You mix a little bit of knowledge.
Well, yeah, a lot of knowledge about the Aztec Empire. I've been obsessed with the Aztecs for a long time. And we draw parallels between sort of the Aztec belief system of life and death and sacrifice, which was a central part of their whole civilization, to Hector, the main character, to his life and his tribulations that he's had growing up in the 21st century. And a lot of his identity is tied up in his musical taste. So Joy Division, the Smiths, New Order, all that stuff is a big part of the book.
Yeah, I love the inclusion of music with any story, but then you put in sort of a time travel thing and
the time travel thing. There's a psychedelic element.
Yeah,
to
there
it.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And I love that you've done your research with the Aztec Empire. It's so deep. It really does go into it pretty deep.
Good, I'm
and
glad.
Also, can you tell us a little bit or anything really about your Ultimates run?
Boy,
you got to be a little excited to play in that sandbox, right?
I'm totally psyched. Of course I'm psyched. It's gonna be great. It's so much fun. I'm co-writing it with Jonathan Hickman, starting with issue 10.
Yeah.
It comes out in May. It's been a lot of fun working with Hickman. He's been a great collaborator. You know, he's come from a similar path that I have. He started in the trenches, doing indie work, and self-published work, doing Image Comics work, and then he got the attention of Marvel, pardon me, and they started him off at Marvel the same way they're starting me off, as a co-writer. He co-wrote Secret Warriors with Brian Michael Bendis. So he's literally been where I have been before. So not just the collaboration, the writing, the scripting, all that stuff, which has been great, but he's been very generous from the perspective of, here's what you got to do in this opportunity. Here's how to make the most of this opportunity with Marvel on a book like The Ultimates, making a splash in the mainstream with superheroes for the first time. He's been very generous with his advice, and it's been great having him along the ride.
Is there anything you could tell us, hints-wise?
Good boy. No, of course not.
No?
I wish. I'm sorry.
Dude, we'd be here for an hour, because Hickman's stuff is all over the place.
Yeah, well, I can't even tell you what happens in his issues, but all I can tell you is that...
But it's deep.
It's deep. It's big. It's big, yeah. He sort of, at the end of issue 9, pushes everything off the cliff.
Really?
Not literally, there's not a cliff.
No
spoilers, there's not a cliff in the book, but
because they're going to look for it.
I know, so don't get excited, cliff lovers. Go to another book if you love cliffs. He pushes everything off a cliff. And for the next 3 issues, 6 issues, 9 issues, 2 years, 5 years, we're really going to be like racing the world, the ultimate world, down the edge of this cliff and keeping up with what happens after that.
It's going to be awesome, man.
It's going to be crazy.
I can't wait. I'm excited about everything you're writing.
Thank you.
Including John Carter.
Yeah.
Which, how are you adapting all those, into sort of, because it's a huge universe.
It's a huge universe. It's a sprawling book. We're adapting The Gods of Mars, which is the second novel of the series, second novel that Edgar Rice Burroughs wrote. And not only is it a full-size novel, but it's a sprawling novel. The plot Todd is crazy, and he just packs like every page with all these ideas and monsters and theologies and cities and spacecraft and all this stuff.
It's the original Star Wars.
It is the original Star Wars. Absolutely, it's 100 years old.
Yeah.
Star Wars,
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings,
Everything
The
is-
Matrix. It all comes from John Carter. You know.
Yeah.
But that's why it's so fascinating to work with and so fascinating to adopt, because we have to pick and choose. We can't include everything, but we really do look at it like, what was the effect of this book on audiences 100 years ago?
Yeah.
And how do we get that effect and that reaction out of audiences today?
That's tough.
It is
tough.
tough. Audiences are very different now than they were 100 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's a comic book, not
It's
a novel.
harder to
or a
surprise
serialized
people,
novel.
you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So no spoilers, but it looks beautiful. Ramon Perez and Jordi Belair have done an outstanding job with the art. You've seen the previews online.
Yep.
The whole book looks that good. The whole book looks that good. Yeah, that book is not going to disappoint. It looks gorgeous.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it.
Are you kidding? Sam Humphries.
Oh, come on. Come on. I had a blast. I'd do it again anytime. All
Awesome. Well, we're gonna hold you to it.
right, cool. Let's
All right,
do
man.
it.
Stay tuned for more here at Comic Impact. See you soon. I don't know what else. I don't know how to end that.
We're going to say, stay tuned to Comic Impact, or we're going to blow up your house.
Idle threats, but we'll do it.